Hi everyone, and welcome to Cassidy's Craft Corner. In this video, I'm going to show you another book-themed project. The theme is the Lorax. It looks like this. This one was a lot of fun to do since I got to use a lot of bright colors. I actually didn't make this tag specifically for this video. I actually made this a couple months ago, and I decided to tell you all about it in this video. So the grass down below, you can see that it's bright green, and I used Distress ink, and it is mowed lawn, so that's that color I used for that, and I didn't use a stencil for that. As you can see, it kind of looks not perfect, but I meant to make it that way, and I used it with daubers. I keep them in a plastic bag all together so that they stay together and I don't lose any of them. And each one is for a specific Distress ink pad so I don't mix the colors up. So that was that for the grass at the bottom. As you can see, there's clouds in the background, so the Distress ink I used for that is Salty Ocean. I used mostly Distress inks for this whole tag, so, as you can see. So this is Salty Ocean, and the stencil, which is in back here, is this stencil, which is just random clouds. And again, I used daubers for that. And I actually drew the Lorax. I was surprised at how it came out because it was my second try, because I did try it out on a scrap piece of paper before I actually did it on this tag, so I didn't mess up. But yep, I drew that, and guess what the truffle trees are? They are paper towels. Yes, they are paper towels. They're just dyed with Distress ink, and the way I made them look fluffy on the edges is because usually a paper towel is two pieces that are just put together, and I pulled them apart so that it's a thinner piece of paper towel, and then I ripped it into a round shape, but also not perfect on the edges, so that it didn't look so rounded off and cut. So that's why I didn't use scissors. I just ripped the paper towel apart, and that's what I came up with. And of course, I had to use bright colors for truffle trees because they're so bright in the movie and in the book. I love the movie. The first Distress ink was the pink, so there's two pinks in this, and I used picked raspberry, and this is a very, very bright pink, so I decided to use this. And the way I use the Distress inks, I took the ink pad and on wax paper, always do it on wax paper, I smudged it on the wax paper, and I wet it with water, so it was all wet with ink, and I sprayed it with water, and I took my little paper towel piece and just dropped it in there. Now, I didn't move it around at all, I just dropped it in there because I didn't want to rip the paper towel, because since it's so fragile, it's only like a very thin piece of paper towel anyway. So I just let it dry, just sitting there, and while the ink in the surrounding area was still wet, I took a paper towel and wiped the excess ink off the wax paper, and I just let the paper towel dry right there. I don't know, I guess I waited a couple hours for it to dry, since it was a lot of ink on one little piece of paper towel. So then it was all dry, and I took it off the wax paper, and that was it for that. So the first color I used, as I said before, was picked raspberry. The next color was squeezed lemonade. And the last color was spiced marmalade. This is an orange color. And that was it for all the distress inks. I used any kind of markers for drawing the Lorax and the trunks of the truffle trees, and yeah, that's it. And I outlined the Lorax in black so it emphasized my drawing of him. And then, as you can see, there's a saying on there that says, "Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not," by Dr. Seuss. And I forgot to take it out, but I used Mod Podge to glue all the letters down. I simply just typed it out on my computer and just printed it out and cut it up and cut the words separately all together and Mod Podged them all on there. So I thought that was very fun to do. That's actually all I did for this tag, and it was very simple but very fun to do. The tag looks like this with nothing on it. It's just white. And yeah, that's it. And of course, when you're using Mod Podge, you want to put Mod Podge on the back of your paper surface or whatever you're gluing onto another surface and glue it on to your surface, and then put some Mod Podge on top to seal it and add a shine to it in the front of it. See, it's shiny. And that was it. So yeah, I just made a little one back there to make it a little bit more 3D so that it looks like there's some in the background, and that's it. So I just looked up how to draw the Lorax online, so that was all I did for that. I didn't actually do it without instruction. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. This was the first book theme project for October. Oh, and I almost forgot. Also, check out my Halloween tag, which is this one. I will put a link for the instructions on this tag for that video and this video, of course, so you can click on that link and check this one out because it's a really nice video and I really liked making this one, and you can see how I made it. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to see my videos, and I'll see you later.